8:07 at Y101. Temperature is 45 degrees. It's cloudy. It's been rainy, and the traffic is, according to Tone and Team Marah, it's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
What is going on with the traffic today in Toombs County, Georgia? We're going to do another show talking about the Kim of Queens. Last week we talked to Addison, and today Marah is here with her mother, Angie, and I guess we'll start from the very beginning and just learn a little about you. Of course, I've seen you before, Angie, at Sassy Sisters, and Marah, I guess, because your mother loves dance, you got to be a dancer, I would think.
Yes, sir, I am.
So how long you been dancing?
I've been dancing for...
Since before she could walk.
She danced, then she walked?
Yes, sir.
What kind of dancing do you do?
I do tap, jazz, hip-hop, clogging, and ballet.
I got to figure you're very good.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Now, did that get you on the show, Kim of Queens, on the Lifetime Network?
Well...
May have helped a little.
A little bit.
What was the key factor to getting on that show?
My pageantry. And how poised I am and how classic I do things.
How long have you been doing pageants?
Well, I've only been doing them for...
Well, she was about to turn 6 when she did her first pageant. I take that back. When she was 2, I wanted to put her in pageants, and I bought this nice, pretty dress, and we put it on right before she started to go out on stage, and she pitched a fit because it was itchy. So we took it off. I sold it at the pageant to a girl, and we never did another one until she asked to do one. And it was September before she turned 6 in October.
I doubt you remember that 2-year-old event, do you?
Well, we've
You do remember that?
No.
No, I wouldn't think so. Nobody remembers the Terrible Twos. I guess you were in the midst of the Terrible Twos? Yeah. So what made you decide that you wanted to do pageants?
Because I was a little bit shy when I was little, and pageants have actually helped me not to be shy, and I just decided, hey, why don't I just do a pageant so that people will really know who I am.
I bet you a lot of people say, well, a pageant is like Miss America or Miss USA, because that's all they really know about pageants. What is a pageant like at the level that you compete at? What is it like? What do you do?
Well, I did glitz pageants, and there are different levels of girls. There's level 1, level 2, and level 3. I was on level 2, and I had to train really hard, and I just walked in my high heels everywhere I went. It was just hard.
So what do you do at one of these pageants?
I get all dolled up with makeup, and I do fake hair and fake eyelashes.
What do you mean fake hair? You mean you put extensions in?
Yes, sir.
You can't just use your regular hair?
No, sir.
You get
I got
deducted
my hair
points?
Cut. I got my hair cut.
Oh.
It's too short.
All right. So you really glam up is what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
She's talking about the glitz pageants.
Yeah. See, most of us, I guess, males don't know anything about this.
Well, there's different circuits, just like there's different leagues in sports. There's different circuits of pageants. There's like your local level pageant, which is like our onion pageant and forestry pageant and whatnot, and they're more on the natural side and tend to give scholarships and focus more toward the whole child, like with an interview or maybe an on-stage question or something like that. With glitz pageants, the real reason Marah started doing pageants was because although she's not as comfortable speaking as we would like for her to be, and that's something that we're working on with Kim now. She loves the stage, and she comes alive when she's on stage. So, of course, I own a dance studio, and she was on stage often, but pageants were a beginning for us to be able to do things together and her to have more of a chance to perform. Because at the glitz pageants, not only do you do beauty, but you do what's called outfit of choice, and that can either be like swimwear or casual wear, just anything, and it's usually choreographed to music. And then most of the time they have a third outfit of choice to like beauty and then 2 other events. Plus you have photogenic, which is judged on your pictures and stuff. So there's quite a lot that is involved in a glitz pageant. But glitz pageants are more about how much money you can spend, and how, if you have the right outfit, if you happen to get the 3 judges that like what you have, then you end up being a big winner. Marah sells herself on stage and shows her personality, and she's always been very lucky. She's won almost every pageant she's been in, or at least placed. But I, attribute that to a lot of training, and on my part, a lot of late nights, staying up, making sure everything's perfect.
What do y'all do when you train?
Well, we coach let's stop talking about glitz pageants so that people don't get confused, because we did glitz pageants when, like I said, it's mainly the only thing that you can do on an every weekend basis with young kids from like the age 6 to 12.
And these are all over the state, or
all
Southeast?
all over everywhere. But when we still support glitz pageants, we love glitz pageants. I have a hair, makeup, and modeling group that we take to pageants, and I have a lot of girls that go with us. So not to disrespect glitz pageants, but Marah has decided that she wants to do more of the scholarship pageants, and now she's training to go to Miss Outstanding Teen, which is the teen version of Miss Georgia. Anyway, you asked when we train for a pageant, what do we do? Well, most of the time, of course, you have to have beauty, and most of the time there's either an on-stage question or an interview, just depending on the pageant. And sometimes even in the more natural pageants, you have like what they call a casual wear, which is where you model something like, like a little off-the-rack dress or a pantsuit or something like that. So in the dance studio or in the pageant studio, we coach modeling, like the way she walks and the way she carries herself and all. And then Miss Kim's really been working intensely with her on her interview skills, as far as how to answer questions correctly.
What kind of question would you get, for example, in a pageant? Would it be like, you always hear, how would you solve world crises and something like that? Is that what they ask, or is there something more specific than that?
I think it depends on the pageant, like whether they're really trying to just have a conversation with the contestant and get to know them a little better, or if they are indeed trying to trip them up or see which one is the most intelligent. Depends on what pageant system you're working with. Oftentimes they ask you like, tell me a little bit about yourself, or what do you think about today's education system.
Let me ask Marah this question. What is the toughest question you've ever gotten?
Toughest question I've ever gotten was...
Because you don't know what it's going to be, right? It could be anything.
I can't even think of it, because we did it on the show, and it was in one of these past episodes. They showed it on the
I think it was like what do you think, what problem do you think faces America's teenagers today? And she said something like taxes or something.
Oh, taxes are terrible, man. Taxes. You're absolutely right. Ding, 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 ding. Taxes. Have you ever paid a tax?
I've helped Mama with them.
She's been helping me file taxes as soon as last night, actually.
So that's part of it. And, of course, you have to, I guess, learn how to walk properly.
Yes, sir.
And what is the key to doing that well?
Wearing your high heels every day, almost.
Is it hard? I mean, I've never obviously walked in high heels. Is it really hard?
The big thing you forgot to tell about in the more natural pageants is your talent, too. And that's what draws Marah more toward wanting to compete in the more natural
And what kind of dances was she doing at pageants?
Tap, and then I did a mime routine, and I did...
You mean like a mime?
Yes, sir.
Like this?
Yes, sir.
You can't see me, thank goodness. How would that look? Because you're on, for example, we're on Ustream right now. If you want to go to tombsnow.com, like several people are, you can see Marah and Angie. What would a mime routine look like? Of course, you can't see this on radio.
Like you would act like you're in a box, and then you would open it, and then close the doors.
And you do that as part of your dance?
Yes, sir.
I wish we could get you to dance in here, but we just don't have the room. But you're not really dressed to dance, are you?
No, sir.
You wouldn't wear that to dance?
No, sir.
No. Well, I've seen y'all dance before. Y'all are very good. I went over there one time and shot some video.
Thank you.
When Ramey Parton was one of the dancers many, many years ago. And that takes a lot of effort, doesn't it, to dance?
Yes, sir. It takes like half of your time and your ability. You have to learn your routines, and you have to have rhythm.
You got to be coordinated.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you naturally coordinated? Are you an athlete?
Well,
I mean, did you play sports?
no.
Why is that funny? That's got to be...
There's a constant battle at our house. Her daddy really wants her to play sports, and my mom's very interested in sports, and that's all we have on our TV. But Marah likes sports better than I do. Let's leave it at that.
So you never played sports?
Well, she played t-ball.
You may be a great athlete. If you could dance, you could probably be a great athlete. Is she top-notch dancing compared to the other girls?
Yeah, she is. One of her big challenges with the show has been performing new routines each week, and I'm proud to say that she's actually choreographed most of these herself. Now, we have had some help from I've helped her some, and some other people. My sister's helped some, and we have a clogging team in Atlanta that we clog with, and they've also choreographed a dance for her. But she has had to choreograph these dances herself, oftentimes on just with one night's practice.
So she's like a Paula Abdul. Like a Paula Abdul.
Yeah. She probably doesn't know who that is.
You don't know who Paula Abdul is?
I do.
You got a singer and a dancer.
Right.
Yeah. Now, I was looking ahead to tonight's show. I think you're one of the featured people on tonight's show, right?
Yes, sir.
I know you can't tell us what's going to happen, can you? I mean, what can you tell us about tonight's show to get people interested? It'll be on Lifetime tonight at 10 o'clock, which is Channel 29 on Northland. And, of course, we went through all the Dish and the Direct TV last week. I don't remember all those numbers. What are you going to do tonight, just in general?
All I can say is that the moms are doing a pageant. And it's going to be a struggle between me and my mom and Kim. Because Mama doesn't want to do it.
Why don't you want to do it, Mama?
Because I've already been there, done that. Got 10 or 12 T-shirts, crowns, banners, and all. I'm over that.
So
Plus, I don't want to wear a dress. I am not wearing a dress. I don't wear high heels. I don't wear a dress. I don't even wear that to church or to weddings or anything like that. It's just stupidest thing I've ever heard of to ask somebody to be in a pageant. Ugh.
So when was the last time you put on a dress prior to this show?
I don't know. Probably at somebody's graduation 6 or 8 years ago. I don't know.
So how did you get the dress on her?
I don't wear a dress.
You don't put the dress on?
No, I'm not doing the pageant.
Oh, you didn't do it, period? Oh, we can't say that, can we? You got to watch tonight at 10 o'clock.
Right.
Is there much drama? There are no tears, are there? There are tears?
I'm always crying.
I've seen the show. Now, your relationship with Kim, I'm going to ask you about that in a moment. But there are tears tonight? Because people love the tears.
Well, I don't know if what they're going to show, but there was plenty of tears shed. You can say that.
Yeah, that's true. You don't know what you're going to see, do you?
Exactly. No. We shoot for, we shoot for, 4, 5, 6 days for one episode. And we don't know what they're going to, what they're in post. We don't know what they're going to pick and choose to show our viewing audience. So.
All right, when you watch a show and then you're featured, are you sometimes surprised about what you see?
Oh, yeah.
Like, why? What surprises you?
Well, I mean, sometimes you say things in a way, like in a way that maybe you weren't really in that circumstance when you said that, and they kind of spin it that way. I've been really proud of the way that they have presented the show so far. Kim's a great person. She's wonderful to be around. She's a great role model for these kids. Marah's having the chance of a lifetime, really, right now. And I guess we just have to see where the chips fall tonight. It might be a turning point for us.
Okay, people that watch the show may be surprised that you just said that, because I remember one episode where you wanted to get your daughter into a contest she wasn't supposed to be in, and
right.
That upset Miss Kim.
Well, Kim's hard-headed. She thinks she knows everything. And, of course, so do I. So, what happens when you get two people who think they know everything together in a room, then somebody has to, stand up and fight. So I'm not bashful, to say the least. So I'm going to get what I want one way or the other, or die trying. That's just the best way you can say it.
So y'all have had your battles, so to speak.
Definitely.
Yeah. Who wins the battles? It's her show.
It's definitely her show.
Yeah.
And Kim was always the wins the battles, because Mama does something wrong, Kim get to say, I told you so.
What's the worst thing that's happened to you on the show? Either one of you.
Worst thing?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I love every minute of it, so I wouldn't say that there's anything that's bad that's happened. I don't see things the way Kim sees things sometimes, and so I'm quick to jump to conclusions of, like, did you watch the episode where they had to do the shuck and jive? Mm-hmm. Well, I was not all about Marah getting on the side of the street,
Where were y'all, by the way?
We were in Beaufort, Georgia.
Beaufort, okay.
Yeah. A quaint little area. It was very pretty. But, I'm just not too sure how safe that is in Atlanta. So, of course, my mom instincts came out and was like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? She's not about to get out there and try to talk to people she doesn't even know. I've trained her whole life not to talk to strangers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that episode.
But anyway, it was a very good process. It was a growing process, a learning process that we all learned something from. And the best thing I can say is, like, you learn from your mistakes, and you grow when you're in turmoil and when you're trying to dig your way out. So we've definitely done a lot of digging.
Well, Marah, how have you grown on the show?
I have grown from the first pilot we ever filmed. I was like itty bitty, and now What
does itty bitty mean?
I was like 11.
Oh, okay.
And now I've grown up and I turned 13, and the cameras just got to see me grow up on set.
Well, what is it like to be on television, number one, and then what is it like to watch yourself on television, number two, and then what is it like to realize that so many people are watching you on TV?
Oh, gosh. Okay, so it feels weird to be on TV, but at the same time, I'm like really excited because I get to see all these fans just they obsess over each other, over us. And I went to this clogging competition, and these little girls came up to me and they wanted my autograph and they wanted to take a picture, and they were just so happy, and that just made me have a smile on my face.
So you're saying a lot of kids are watching this show?
Yes, sir.
Well, the irony is it's on at 10 o'clock at night, which a lot of kids have. Like Meredith has a bedtime of 8:30, the little girl that comes on. So how are they doing that? They just staying up late?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So that's your fan base right now?
Yes, sir.
Seems like they'd put it at a different time, like 7 or 8 or something.
We're praying for that, so join us in prayer that they'll move our show time to an earlier time.
All right. When you watch the show and see yourself on television, what is that like to see yourself on national TV?
I think that if they put me on this week's episode saying a lot, it's either going to be a hot mess or I'm saying nothing.
Oh, you mentioned sweeps. It is February, isn't it? You know what sweeps are, don't you? You've heard the term, though, obviously. She said sweeps, didn't she?
This week's episode.
Oh, I thought she said sweeps. Sweeps is in February, because I used to work in television. That's when they do the ratings.
Right.
I thought that's what she was talking about. Oh, because it's
She doesn't know about that yet. She doesn't know about. She does. She's very interested in what our numbers are every week. We get reports on that on Wednesday, and she's dialed in on her phone to get our group message that tells us what number we're at, and it's interesting to see how involved she is in everything. She's had a lot of fun with her social media and speaking back and forth with her fans. She's done chat rooms and talked to kids on there. She has a Instagram page that she posts updates and stuff on, as well as her Facebook and Twitter.
Well, how can they, for example, if somebody's listening or watching on Ustream and they want to keep up with her, how can they do that? I mean, what are her addresses?
Well, let's see.
Like, I got a Twitter account. I really couldn't tell you what mine is.
So I'll let Marah hold this for you.
What is that right
if
there?
You want to zoom.
Is that her?
That's her. This is her autograph card. And I don't have her addresses memorized, so let me read it off here for you. Her Twitter is Marah_KOQ. Her Instagram is Team Marah_KOQ. And Facebook is just Marah Brooklyn Collins.
What do little girls ask you?
They just come up and they're like have a big grin on their face, and they come up and say, "Can we take a picture with you?" I'm like, "Yes," and I just smile really big.
You probably dreamed about something like that happening, right?
Yes, sir.
But you probably really didn't think it was going to happen by the age of 13, right?
No, sir.
Yeah, because, when you're on television, I used to do sports, and you can be walking around minding your own beeswax, and somebody will come up to you, and you're like, well, my goodness. Do they do that to you? I know we don't have a mall around here, but do people around here come up to you?
I basically know almost everybody here. Well, we're from a small town.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know you are, yes. I live in the small town. Yeah. So you know everybody in the small town?
We had a unique experience at Zaxby's, one of the first places we came when we got home, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, it's Marah, she's here. And we were like, everybody wanted pictures, and we were like, wow, we didn't even brush our hair hardly, so we better rethink this. We'll have to come back again another day. But Marah's very humble and very sweet to everybody, and always has been. I don't know where she got that from. Thank the Lord, it wasn't from me, because I'm not like that at all. But
well, you must be a celebrity too, Mom.
No, I'm only doing this just so Marah can have this opportunity. I truly do enjoy every minute of it. But if the cameras were taken away and we never got a chance to be on TV again, as long as I could have the relationship that I have with the Hardy girls, which is the only reason why I did this show to begin with. That's Kim and Allison and Joe. Those are the three Hardy girls. I love the cameras, don't get me wrong. I love being on TV. I love the message that we're sending out to the public. But the training and the experience that Marah's getting from these ladies is just second to none. And I feel like it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for her.
Watching the show, I sometimes wonder, why did they include the moms on set and on television? I mean, they could have done it without the moms. Yeah,
I guess they could have. One reason was probably because of the legality of, we will have to be there anyway. Someone has to be there to oversee every child under the age of 18. So I guess it just gives a little more, like, in the first 6 episodes, we're kind of like just background people. We don't have a real big role. The moms don't. In the next 6, I think we'll be a little more featured, a little more active. But, face it, the public viewing audience loves to see drama and and what better way to get that than to pile a bunch of women in the room together.
Yeah, how do y'all get along in real life?
We all get along fine in real life.
Better than on camera?
No, a little better than on camera. Everybody does. That's why God makes chocolate and vanilla, so everybody can have what they want.
Weren't you the one washing the car?
Oh, yeah, I got myself in that mess.
What happened there? Explain that episode.
Well, Deb and Hannah thought they had to kiss butt because Kim didn't let us go to the pageant because it was some kind of singing pageant or something. So she thought she had to do all this stuff for Kim, and of course I had to come in and take credit for doing it. So Miss Jo came up and was like, if you're going to wash her car, you got to wash mine too, type of thing. So anyway. Yeah, they kind of broke the show into dancers and non-dancers, didn't they? Yeah. That made the non-dancers, I guess, mad. 5268123 if you want to ask a question. They'll be sticking around until 9. We're talking to Marah and then her mother, Angie, from the show Kim of Queens. It'll be on tonight. Marah will be featured, and it's on at 10 o'clock. So if you got a question, we've got another half hour to go. The number 5268123 here at Y101. It is 46 degrees. It's cloudy. It's not a great weather day, I guess, for anything, including looking your best for me. Was it tough to look your best on a day like this? Because, my hair, long and flowing, gets frizzy and everything. How about you? It's just the humidity. It makes my hair all frizzy. So I put some Dippity-Doo in it. Do you use Dippity-Doo?
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
I use hairspray.
Oh, so I just use Dippity-Doo. So does Tone, by the way. We're talking to Marah from Team Marah and her mother, Angie. They're on the show Kim of Queens on Lifetime tonight at 10 o'clock. Marah will be featured. And if you want to ask a question, I know all the teenagers and all your fans are in school. That's a problem. 5268123. Elmira's going to call in. She's going to ask you a question. The legend, he's probably going to call in. He's going to ask you a question. So 5268123 in the second half hour. And one of the questions I'm going to ask you is, why does Kim, who of course is Kim, what's her name, Gravel?
Gravel.
Kim Gravel.
Gravel.
Why does Kim Gravel not like Clogging?
Kim Gravel in the ATL.
Yeah, the ATL. Former Miss Georgia. Yeah.
19. 1991.
1991. Do y'all make fun of her for that? I mean, it was a long time ago, wasn't it?
No.
You just honor the fact she won one.
Yes, sir.
Why does she not like clogging?
She thinks that every little redneck girl from South has to clog, and she just needs to hate something, and clogging is just what she picked.
That's a good way to put it.
She hates clogging, but she's from the South, isn't she?
She is, but even though she is from the South, she has to have something to hate.
She's a singer. I've heard her sing.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a phenomenal singer.
Yeah. She's loud now, I'll tell you that.
We're going to tell her what we're going to do, Ma. We got a plan.
We have a plan to get every single clogger in the whole state of Georgia to go against Kim's will and try to help her like clogging.
Maybe it's just she can't clog. Phones are ringing off the hook, 526-8123 or 8122. And hi, you're on with Team Marah on Y101.
Yes. Is it too late for birthdays?
Who's having a birthday?
Destiny Mae Yeomans.
Say it again.
Destiny Yeomans.
Destiny Yeomans is how old?
She's 13 today.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Mara's 13. Does she watch the show, Kim of Queens?
Oh, yes.
Oh, she does. And she's a big fan?
Destiny's
Oh,
in
yeah.
her grade.
Oh, you know her?
Uh-huh.
Happy birthday.
Well, if you were a singer, I'd get you to sing happy birthday to her, but you're...
I can't sing.
No, not you. Marah. What does Destiny like to do for fun?
Ride four-wheelers, golf carts, go fishing, and Facebook.
All right. Do you have a question?
No.
Do you watch the show?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you've seen the show. Anything bug you? Anything upset you about the way they're treating Marah?
Oh. Yeah, nah. I think Kim's pretty
Kim Gravel?
pretty reasonable.
Yeah. Well, you're learning a lot from Kim Gravel, aren't you?
Reveal.
Yes, sir.
Well, ma'am, thank you for calling.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
bye-bye. Call her that. That'll make her bad.
No.
Kim Gravel. Hi, you're on Y101.
I have a question for Marah. Marah,
Yes.
I want you to look at Barney and tell me, do you think he needs fake extensions?
Sir, I got enough as it is. I'm loaded down with hair.
Okay. I was just trying to...
Quit looking at me. I don't like it when beauty contestants look at me. Look at Tone Tone.
Okay, Marah, you don't have to answer it. I know that's putting you on the spot.
Ask her a question about herself and not me. What do I have to do with this?
Okay.
No, she don't like Braves baseball.
Yeah, how about the Braves? What do you think they're going to do this year?
Oh, Lord.
Do you like the Braves?
I do like the Braves.
Golly.
Man, I tell you what, I think they're going to go all the way this year, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If we had Chipper Jones on the show, would you ask him about beauty pageants?
Maybe.
Mara loves Chipper.
Yes, I actually know him.
You know Chipper Jones?
He helped me when I was a baby.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you, Marah. As a result of being on the show, have you met some famous people?
I have not met any famous people yet.
Okay.
Well, how'd you meet Chipper?
Well, when I was little, Mama took me to this wedding, and he was there, and he held me.
He's friends of some friends of ours.
Chipper Jones has held you? How old were you?
I was a little baby.
Like 3 months.
You're 3 months old? Well, you don't remember that. Do you remember that?
Pictures.
You have pictures of Chipper Jones holding you. Yeah. He has pretty good hands.
He's pretty good looking.
I don't know about that.
Well, he's a nice guy, I think.
Yeah, he is.
He saved Freddie Freeman. He saved Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, Freddie Freeman would hug you.
Freddie Freeman was on the interstate, and apparently during the snowstorm,
Oh,
stuck.
yeah.
We were on the interstate at the same time.
Really?
How long did you have to stay there?
Oh, forever. Like 17 hours in the car.
Where were y'all?
We were in Atlanta.
Doing what?
We were heading to Nashville.
We were going to Nashville to a clogging exhibition. We were actually going to launch Goodyear's brand new tire at the Opryland Hotel.
And where were you when it happened?
Downtown Atlanta.
Oh, you mean the connector?
I don't know exactly where we were.
Midtown?
We drove around and sat around for like 17 hours. We had to pull into a hotel and watch the show. And
You were in the car for 17 hours?
yes, it was horrible.
Well, listen, I'm going to go and let somebody else call, but
Thank you.
Bye, darling.
Barney, you did get our grandson's birthday, right?
Yeah, happy birthday to Devin. What's his name? Hawk?
Hawk, yeah.
The Hawk is 5.
Right.
He likes to spend time with his granny and his grandpa.
Happy birthday, Devin.
All right, thank you.
All right. Philip on the Y101. If you got a question or comment about the Kim of Queens and Marah and Angie, the number is 526-8123, 526-8123. When my sister got married in Colorado, I got stuck in a rock slide and missed the wedding. I was in traffic for like 4 hours. We didn't move. Bathroom. Did y'all have any issues?
Oh, Lord.
I mean,
Yes,
seriously.
we did have some issues.
What did y'all do? 17 hours in the car?
Yep.
What'd y'all talk about?
Everything.
Everything. We watched the movie. We talked about everything. I put in my headphones, listen to music.
What about the heat?
Now, we weren't in the car for straight 17 hours. We were in the car, and then we pulled over at a hotel and watched the show, and then we got back in the car. And
You got back in the car?
Yeah, because we were hard-headed. We were going to go anyway.
You were that hard-headed you were going to get back in that traffic?
Yeah, well, we thought we were going
What
to
would Kim Gravel say about that?
Gravel.
Man, she'd go
Kim
crazy.
Gravel would have said, stay your tail at the house.
Yeah.
But we had to go clog.
Oh, my goodness. So you got back into the traffic and had to wait again?
Then we found a hotel.
And
Then we all piled in there, like 11
Yes.
of us.
And then we went back home, and then we got my daddy and headed on.
I'm sorry you had to go through that because that rock slide almost got me. Y101?
Yes, this is Erin. I have a question for Marah.
Yes.
What is it like when you think you're going to win and you don't win? How devastating is that? And do you just get up and you go to the next pageant, or how does that work?
Well, it's kind of hard whenever you don't win because you really expected it. And yes, I just go to the next pageant because you've already competed in that one and you don't know if you'll win again if you competed in it.
But you're not devastated.
No, I'm not, because I know it's time for somebody else to win, and there's always going to be that one thing that you don't get.
Well, in sports, they say you learn from losses. Can you learn from losses in the pageant business?
Yes, sir.
What have you learned so far?
I have learned to never be shy, never let your doubts get to you, never be nervous.
See, if somebody were listening to you now, they would say, well, she was never shy because you're not shy now.
No, sir.
So you had to learn not to be shy?
Yes, sir.
Why were you shy? Why do you think you were shy?
I don't know. I just think I never had a chance to show my personality.
Well, that's kind of interesting. You're in the pageant business, so to speak, and you're shy. It's like, why would you do that? Because that puts you out in front of people. That's just the opposite, right?
Yes, sir.
She's only shy when it comes to speaking, probably because I talk too much.
Well, hey, Marah, also another question. How many pageants have you won?
Oh, Lord. Too many to count.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's great.
We
100
really don't know.
Hundreds?
Hundreds.
Hundreds of pageants. Wow.
Wow. And you have a shrine of crowns and trophies in your room?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's cool. Well, thanks for the answers
You're
all
welcome.
the time. I love the show.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for calling in.
Bye-bye.
She'll be on tonight at 10 o'clock on Lifetime, Channel 29 on your cable. That's Northland, and then, of course, on DirecTV and Dish. And do you know the numbers?
52.
252 on DirecTV.
How do y'all watch the show?
We watch it on our TV live.
But do you have people come over? Do you have like a little party?
Yes.
What do y'all do?
Well, one time we had people come over and bring all kind of snacks, and we had like 50 people at the house, and sometimes we just order pizza and just have 6 or 8 people. We always have people there. And we live tweet during the show, too.
Isn't it kind of amazing that you mentioned this is a small town, and yet there are 2 people on the same show, Addison and you, from the same town? Isn't that amazing?
It is, because it's the same way with Hannah and Ainsley. They're from Atlanta, and we're from Badea.
Yeah, but Atlanta's Atlanta. Atlanta's millions of people or something. You've been to Atlanta, right?
Yes, sir.
Got stuck there for 17 hours. I mean, here is a lot different. It's 27,000 people in the county. That's you're 2 out of 27,000. I think it's amazing. Yeah. Yes, it is amazing. 526-8122 or 8123 is the number to call if you want to talk to Marah and Angie. And we're talking about the Kim of Queens on the Lifetime Network. So what are the plans for the show? This is the first season. I guess there's maybe going to be a second season, or they don't know yet.
We're hoping for a second season. We haven't signed any contracts yet, but we keep hearing good things. So,
well, you mentioned the numbers. What are the numbers?
The numbers have held well over 1 million, from 1.7 million to 1.4 million. They've wavered back and forth between 1.7 and 1.4 for each episode, so that's really good.
Did they have a target number in mind when the show began?
I'm not sure. I'm sure they're hoping for as many as they can get, but anything over 1 million is good.
Yeah, because I think like your most watched cable shows are like 3 million.
Yeah. But not in season 1.
Mm-hmm. So would they keep the same cast of girls for season 2?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Now, they bring some in occasionally. They had the singing girl on last week.
Right.
So what's the deal with that? You would not call her a regular on the show, right?
No, she's called a transformation.
What does that mean?
Which means you come in, you don't know much or anything about pageants. Kim transformed you into a beauty queen, and you go and compete at a pageant and just learn to be part of that world. And some people love it and want to come back and want to do more pageants, and some people find out they're not cut out for it at all.
Well, the little singing girl, she didn't want to put on all the stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Is she coming back or is she done?
I'm not sure. I guess you'll have to stay tuned for that, but she's just a little young.
Mm-hmm. But she's a good singer.
She's a great singer.
Yeah. Now, tell us what it's like. You go to is it a set or a house or what is it where you do the show? Is it a room? Is it a building?
It's a building.
You go to a building.
It's Kim's actual pageant studio.
That's okay. It's a pageant studio. What time do you show up each day for work?
Around
depends on what time they tell us to be there.
8:30 or between 7:30 and 10.
All right. When you go to work each day, so to speak, do you know what you're going to be doing?
No, sir.
So you you don't have to prepare anything. You have to memorize lines because it's a reality show. You just show up.
Right.
Yes.
And then things start happening.
Yes, sir.
And then you try to react to them.
Yes,
it's kind of like a football game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know where you're going, you know who your players are, you know what team you're playing for. You just don't know
what to expect.
Yeah, what plays the other team.
They don't even tell you, like Miss Gravel doesn't tell you what's going to happen that day.
No. They may tell you occasionally like something to bring or a specific clothing to wear or give you a guideline or something like that, but never it's always the element of surprise and what's going to happen next, and they want to keep us in the dark as much as possible.
Now, you shot this during the summer, right?
Actually, this episode that's airing tonight, we started filming in the week after Thanksgiving.
The
Okay.
second week in
So when school was out or school was in?
School's in.
School was in. Hold on, the phone's ringing. Hi, you're on Y101 with Marah and Angie from the Kim of Queens show on Lifetime.
Good morning, Marah and Angie.
Oh, boy. You know who this is? It's a legend.
The legend. What's up?
What's up?
I was nervous last week when he called Addison because I didn't know he was watching the show and I didn't know what he knew and I didn't know
I was going to say something immature about a cooler or something childish.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were going to say.
Come on, let's be nice.
Now, he was very nice last week. It was shocking.
I'm always nice.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is not really, I don't know if this is a compliment or not, but how did you take, this is for Angie.
Of course.
The nickname they gave you was that a compliment? The Big Dark Angel?
It was not that. It was the Dark Black Angel. You better listen up, mister.
Well, I don't watch it that much because we have the party so loud at our place.
Come on, you watch it on. You watch it on DVR every day.
I try to watch it at night too, but the party is people are so loud over here that we can't hardly hear.
I know. Dark Black Angel. I'll take it. Whatever. At least
Who gave you the nickname?
Kim, of course.
Miss Gravel.
Yeah. Hey, at least they're calling me. I like Dark Black Angel a little better than Crown Hog, maybe. Not quite sure yet.
Over what?
Crown Hog.
Well, It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yep.
Have you watched Marah on the show?
If I've watched the show, Barney, I have watched Marah.
I don't know what you see, sir. I don't know what you're doing.
I watch every show.
Yeah. What do you think about her performance so far?
Can Marah answer any questions?
Yes, sir.
I mean, your mama's doing most of the questions.
Are you saying
you
that
specifically called my name?
You calling her a radio hog?
You did. It is what it is. Marah, can I ask you a question? When you were stuck in the car for 17 hours, are you sure you just put the earphones on to listen to music?
Yes, sir.
See, that's not nice.
So I wouldn't have to listen to her biting her fingernails off for saying we're going to die.
Is that what she was saying?
What?
Yeah, I got to die. You're going to get cold. I didn't die in the rock slide.
At least I had a blanket.
You had a blanket? Yeah.
It kept me warm.
How'd you know to bring a blanket? I don't ever have a blanket in the
I
car.
always bring a blanket everywhere I go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sure somebody else is calling for questions. Hey, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
The legend. Where's
Hello?
Elmira, by the way? Elmira's not called in. Elmira, call in. I don't know if you know who Elmira is. She's one of our regulars. Oh, boy. She can't watch the show because she doesn't have a television by her choice. Elmira, if you want to call in and ask a question, I'm sure she can come up with something. 526-8122 or 8123 is the number to call. So what else will you be doing in the coming weeks? You mentioned going to Nashville for the clogging thing. Do you have any other big things coming up?
Well, we haven't planned anything yet, or we haven't really heard anything about going anywhere with the people we went with lately.
Do you get a lot of phone calls about, hey, would y'all like to come and do this or whatever?
Yes, we have a fashion show coming up for the Georgia Woodlands pageant, February 22nd here in Vidalia. And we'll be going to dance competition with our dance studio.
Y'all win a lot of awards, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Like world championships.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And we have quite a few pageants on the calendar coming up. And
Can she still do pageants?
yes,
So she's not restricted by the show?
no,
That's kind of shocking. They don't control her?
no restrictions.
It's like an American Idol. When you go on that show, they control your life, basically, and what you
Right.
can do.
Well, we're not that. We're not that kind of
So
show
she can
yet.
still compete.
Yeah.
When's her next pageant?
Well, we're kind of taking a break right now because she's so exhausted from doing all the others. So it depends on if they start shooting season 2 fairly quickly, then we'll be right back into pageants. If not, then it'll be her choice of when she wants to do one.
When does season 1 wrap up?
Well, there's 6 more episodes to air, so I guess 6 weeks from tonight.
And then they'll make a decision on season 2?
Yes, sir.
And you're holding on for that.
Yes, sir.
See what's going to happen. 526-8122 or 8123 is the number to call if you want to talk to Marah and Angie from the Kim Queen Show. Elmira, where are you? It's 7 minutes away from 9 o'clock. Now, what is your big goal, Marah? Looking ahead to the future, what would you like to do in life?
I would like to win Miss Georgia or go to Miss USA or go to Miss America.
Okay, Miss Georgia. Now, that requires talent, so you'd be a dancer.
Yes, sir.
What else do you do at Miss Georgia? You do an interview, right?
Yes, sir.
I used to work with a girl. I don't know if you know Dehidra Haddon.
No.
You don't know her? Do you know her?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she was Miss Georgia Tree Lady or whatever. That's what I used to call her. Wasn't she Miss Georgia Tree Lady?
Yes, sir.
They used to have a little sign up that she wood burned when you came into town. She actually wood burned that herself with a little wood burner.
Did she?
Yeah, but she was competing in those pageants like Miss Georgia, and you know, she said you have to answer questions and
Right.
do an interview. Yeah. So you want to be Miss Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Now, the Miss USA, the thing that Donald Trump owns, is completely different, right?
Miss USA doesn't have talent.
Yeah. Do you want to do that one or not that one?
I would like to do it, but if, like, it doesn't matter if it has talent because all I get to do is show off my dress, and if they have some suit, I'll get to do that.
Okay. 526-8122 or 8123, the number to call, and you're on Y101 with Marah and Angie.
Good morning, Barney. It's Kelly.
Good morning. Uh-oh. Controversy. Any controversy?
No.
You were here last week.
Yes, I was.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Miss Kales.
Hi.
Oh, y'all get along well. There we go. See, people are going to expect y'all aren't going to get along because it's a reality show. You know, like, you're not supposed to get along, but you get along.
Yeah, pretty good. What do you see tonight's show?
What? Well, you can't tell us anything, can you?
Well, I can tell you this. I got suckered into wearing a dress, and Angie coming in her pantsuit. That ain't fair.
You mean like Hillary Clinton?
Yeah. Just keep watching.
So you don't... Well, you like wearing dresses, don't you, ma'am? Kelly?
No.
No, you don't like wearing dresses either?
Negative.
She does not.
Why do pageant moms not like to wear dresses? That's shocking. I would think it was just the opposite.
Yeah, well, just because they're pageant moms and our daughters like to do pageants doesn't mean that we do.
Do the daughters like wearing dresses?
Yeah. Well, Addison does sometimes. It depends on what kind of mood she's in. Angie knows that.
What is this right here? Oh. Tone handing me a fax paper. Whose fax is? Information on Marah. Well, do you have a question, Kelly?
No, I was just going to call in and tell them good morning. They were doing a great job.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Love you.
Hey, Kenny.
Hi, Tone.
Bye-bye.
How's Addison doing?
Addison is currently in the bed.
She sleeps until noon or 2 or whatever, right?
That is correct, and then she'll get up and do her schoolwork.
All right. Marah, what time do you get up in the morning?
9:30.
That's not bad. What time do you go to bed? Is your bedtime before the end of the show?
No.
No? Because the show ends at 11. It's an hour show. Although last week they ran a show after that, didn't they? Are they going to do that this week?
I don't know.
Why did they do that last week? Nobody knows. Well, thank you, Kelly.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, this right here. Should I mention this?
That's what
Tom?
I was talking about.
Oh, you want me to mention this? Fashion Show of the Year, pageant and prom dresses, February the 22nd at 7 p.m. at Retro Center of Lions. Georgia Woodlands Productions Incorporated, a fashion show for prom and pageant dresses. Tickets are limited and on sale now for $5 each, so hurry and get yours by purchasing them at a main event. This event will be sponsored by a main event and Kennedy's Closet. So this is what you're doing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what is this?
So you get to meet her.
Yeah, Mara's going to be there.
Yeah, it says Marah's going to be there. Marah from Kim of Queens. Hi, you're on Y101 with Marah and Angie.
Hey, Barney.
Yeah.
The cronies kept me from calling. I've been trying to call back.
Marah, you can't yell. We have guests and we're streaming live all over the world. You can't yell.
Listen to me. I'm going to whisper. Why don't you keep them idiots off?
Oh, Elmira, we got special guests here. You can't talk like that with the special guest. Ask Marah a question.
I said shut up and listen.
Oh, Elmira, I accidentally hung up on you. Oh, my goodness. Tone, what happened there?
Oh, the phone line went dead.
We lost Elmira. Oh, my goodness. Elmira, I'm so sorry. 5268123 is the number to call. 5268123, and our waiting moments on the show.
Also, I wanted to mention that another project that we're working on is Kim has her own makeup line, Hardy Girl, and Marah is the face of Hardy Girl, and we promote her makeup, and that you can order that online. And we have information about that on all of our social media, and it is excellent. It's a great product, and I encourage everybody to try it.
All right, Marah, what's a good makeup tip?
A good makeup tip is to never wear too much blush.
Yeah, I used to wear makeup on television when I was a sportscaster.
If you wear too much blush.
That's that red stuff?
It goes on your cheeks. It's
right here. It's kind of like red or pink. Well, sometimes you put too much, it looks red. Not you, but
don't wear dark powder if you're white.
That's my pet peeve.
Don't wear dark powder if you're white. Okay.
Or albino.
You know, like match your skin tones.
How does my blush look, Bonnie?
You look good,
You're looking sexy.
So is the key to look natural but still wear the makeup?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is that easy to do or hard?
It's kind of easy when you know what you're doing.
So you know what you're doing. You've been doing this a long time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't forget to watch the show tonight at 10 o'clock on the Lifetime. Marah and Angie, we're just about out of time. Do you have any closing statements?
Keep watching.
Keep watching the show. I got to do a drawing right now and send somebody to Zaxby's on 280 East in Vidalia.
That'll be us. Put our name in.
Hey, you're not having a birthday, are you? When is your birthday, Marah?
Oh, we had Danny's birthday.
Yeah.
When is your birthday?
October the 4th.
Oh, you're a long way off. The winner is, I'm not looking. Am I looking? No. The winner is number 5. That is Destiny.
Yay!
Yeah, one fix. See, number 5. See, everybody thinks I fixed it, especially the legend. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us. We enjoyed it.
Angie and Marah on the Y101.